Hey, it's Aaron the Metal Theologian. I have Spencer back on the camera today too, but I don't know if he's going to talk a lot. Yeah, so right now we're listening to this Desolation Angels LP. It's funny, since he's filming, I actually can't see how it's framed, but look at this great cover. First of all, look at how awesome that skull is. It's all like kind of squashed. It's like if you fucking stepped on the Grim Reaper's head, that's what it looked like. And these guys are awesome, and look, he's in the band too. See that shit? Anyway, this is, gets lumped in with the new wave of British heavy metal, I suppose. It's not really too late for that, but it doesn't quite sound the same. You know, it's a little bit more sort of fully realized, just a little bit later. I want to say this is 83 or 84. Ah, fuck it. Anyway, it's really cool. It's a good LP. It's gotten kind of hard to find, but it's been reissued, so. So yeah, as far as some other shit that I've been listening to lately, let's see. I checked this thing out. The Zion record, which I actually got on sale, because this thing is expensive. And I tell you the truth, it's not really that great. I mean, it's not bad, it's fun, but it's sort of like, it's kind of halfway between like Pyromania, Def Leppard, and early Rat. And, you know, it's just, it doesn't live up to what that cover promises, you know? So, it's good, but not great. Listen to it for free, but I wouldn't go way out of my way. Yeah, I checked this thing out too. This is an Italian, like, kind of Motorhead wannabe band, but they're pretty awesome. This is from like '89. It's a demo that came out on the fantastic Splattered Records label, who, I'm sure some of y'all have bought that Blitzkrieg 45 they reissued. Yeah. And I also played this too. I might as well show it since I've been standing for Soul Grinder anyway. Fucking busted this out. And the tape too, but I put the tape away. So this record's just fantastic. And yeah, and they actually did a live show since they couldn't go on tour because of all the drama going on right now and fear of contagion. They did a live show that is on YouTube right now. They did it from their rehearsal space, and it's fantastic. So everyone go check it out if you haven't already. Oh yeah, and I busted this out too. New Wave of British Heavy Metal 45 by Trespass. It's One of These Days, backed with Bloody Moon. And it has a plain sleeve because I didn't feel like paying an extra $50 for a picture sleeve, which is crappy anyway. So anyway, I just spent 2 weeks in Cleveland, and so of course I go to Cleveland and I have to talk about my Cleveland haul when I get back, right? Oh, my coffee's ready if you hear that. All right, so let's check that out. So here's what I've got. I got this fucking Ohio Best Kibasi. Fucking smoked kielbasa, because you know you got to go for the Polish shit when you go to Cleveland, right? Fucking really stoked about this one. Look at that beautiful color, man. Fucking State Meats Kishka. I'm trying to cover the prices, but whatever. You know. It's funny, I've had this before. I never had the ingredients. Pork snouts, buckwheat, water, beef blood, onions, salt, spices, stuffed into beef casing. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Guess what? It is. And the fact is, I think blood sausage is probably the most metal form of sausage, so hey. Yeah, here's the other one. This is a hurka. It's a good old pork snouts and rice and water and onions and some other shit. Natural casing, of course. From good old State Meats. If you're in Cleveland, that's where you should go for your sausages. Okay, so anyway, now I'm kind of done fucking around with that. I'll actually show the rest of the haul too. This isn't even it. So, yeah, I kind of went nuts because, you know, I freeze all this shit, right? And then I sort of eat it over time. So I actually got 3 of these kielbasis. Yeah, this one isn't frozen because we're going to eat it later. And 3 of these hurkas and 3 of the kishkas too. Then I got this fucking weird ass like pepper loaf. Yeah, check that out. This shit's hard to find here. It's kind of like bologna, but I'm going to slice this and fry it up and make sandwiches, and it's going to be awesome. But I had to try this. I don't know what the hell trail bologna even is, but this is genuine trail bologna, so we're going to have to give it a try. And it's from Trail, Ohio. So I don't know. I mean, it might just taste like bologna, but I mean, look at that. How bad could it possibly be? You know? And then this is kind of the crazy one. I got a big fucking thing of Prosky too, which is sort of like a salami, but yeah, look at that. And yeah, it's funny. I was gonna just get a piece of this to bring home, but it was so cheap. I kind of couldn't believe it. There's like $6 a pound, so I was like, oh fuck it, just give me the whole thing. It's vacuum sealed. We're good to go. So that's my haul. I actually found some king bings in West Virginia too when I was driving, because you can't find these here, or in Ohio, or California, or anywhere else I've ever lived. First time I had one of these was in Iowa. I think you can get them in Missouri. Where's the address? I don't remember. Yeah, Sioux City, Iowa. The king bing. It's sort of like the big form of the twin bing, which is one of the greatest candy bars of all time. Total sucker for that sort of thing, right? So the thing went off, so I get my coffee. How are we doing for time?
6 minutes.
Really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right, well, let's on a few more records and we'll show them. Yeah, Cleveland was a trip. I was kind of up there under trying circumstances. Some of you know, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail here because it's not really the forum for it. And, you know, normally I'd like to go up there and, you know, go record shopping and go to the West Side Market and just find all sorts of weird shit that I can. There are really good record shops in Cleveland. If you ever get a chance to go record shopping in Cleveland, you should do it. But obviously everything's closed. Shit, another thing you should do in Cleveland is go to Mr. Hero. Yeah, fucking go there and get a Roman burger. I don't even know if I want to say anything else about it. Just fucking trust me on this. It's like a local chain, so it shouldn't be too hard to find, but I'm gonna put these away. But, yeah, it's just fucking sublime. It's basically fast food, kind of shitty, and I'm sure terrible for you, but it's just the greatest fucking thing. It's like a submarine sandwich with like burgers and like fried deli meats and you know, just fucking a lot of cheese and some other shit like that. It's just tremendous. It's the sort of thing you should eat every day. Or a lot of days, maybe not every day. Oh fuck, I almost dropped that thing. That would have been stupid. I fucking dropped a fucking piece of frozen meat on my foot. That would have been embarrassing. Would have been good television though, right? Oh, I found these at a truck stop in Virginia too, actually. I'd never heard of pickled peaches before. You want to try these actually?
Not really. If you want to, I will.
Yeah, let's try one right now. What the hell? So this is it. We've never had pickled peaches before. Spencer and I are going to try them. In lieu of soda, right? Here. You can set it there if you don't like it. I'll give you a little fork. I don't even have little forks. Yeah, look at it too. All right. So has anyone ever had a pickled peach before? You can tell me about your experiences with it. These are from Blue Ridge Jams in Dana, North Carolina. I actually don't know where that is. I have to look at the map. Oh, you hear that? Oh boy, you want to take that first one? Yeah, me too. Come on, grab it. Be assertive. Oh boy.
It's hard to film and pick it up at the same time.
Yeah, let's look at this. Filming this bad boy? Look at that. It's funny how slimy it looks. It's like sugar and peaches and vinegar and spices. It's a fucking funny video. Got a little of everything. Got records. Wow, I smell trippy. Oh my god. Ready? Wow, that is weird. I just brushed my teeth a little while ago. I'm not sure if it's that, but
No, it's not.
it's like really cinnamony. And there's a tartness to it. Do you hate it?
No, it caught me off guard. It's growing on me a little.
You kind of made a funny face at first.
I did.
It was kind of too bad we didn't get that on camera. Almost chocolate. This is good, man. I can taste that big ass cinnamon stick.
Oh.
Like the cinnamon is jumping out at me more than anything else. What does it say? Peaches, yeah, peaches, sugar, vinegar, spice. That's all it is. I thought the vinegar might dominate a little bit more, but it really kind of doesn't, does it?
It definitely stays in your mouth longer than the rest of the smell, or the rest of the tastes do. But it's not bad.
Man, I think this shit is good. I'm gonna take another one. See how I just stuck my fork back in there too? Before someone leaves a comment about it. Guess what? That's because I've lived in this house long enough to be pretty confident that I'm the only one who's gonna be eating these. Yeah, these are good. So weird. I'm still trying to think of words to describe this. I mean, it tastes like peaches and it tastes pickled. But I don't feel like I'm really adding any information. The one thing that jumps out is like, if you imagine like peaches with cinnamon, but like with this sort of sourness to it. And it's like, the peaches have more crunch than I expected. It's not like canned peaches at all. Or at least the mass-produced ones. It's almost like they started out with peaches that were fresh, but a little bit underripe. So they're still like crunchy, but then like the vinegar broke it down. I can get behind that shit all day long. Yeah, now that I'm stopping, I can taste the vinegar a little bit more. It's good stuff, man. I like the shit out of those. Let me grab a drink because I just made that coffee, but I need something else first. I have a feeling that with that vinegar taste in my mouth, if I just start like drinking coffee, it'll be pretty horrible. All right, so what else do we have to show off? Let's take a look here. Here's one that came in the mail while I was away. That's funny, I got a couple pre-orders from Greece, like some shit I'd ordered months ago. That 45 came from Britain, and I got this one from Japan. So in spite of the plague and everything, the mail is still doing its job, and anyone who talks shit about the post office can fuck off. Because US mail rules, and apparently Japanese and Greek mail are coming through too, so. I haven't even played this one yet. This is Takashi Inomata, Drum Method. And, you know, I expect this to be, well, it's like fusion stuff, like some of that Japanese fusion like I talked about all along. And there's some tunes on here like Maiden Voyage and shit like that, that are, if not standards, yeah, Blue Rondo a la Turk. You know, they're like well-known jazz tunes. But the other record of his that I have is pretty rockin'. Like, actually, I think I have two others. And they're like really heavy. They're like almost more rock than jazz. So it's like, it's sort of record where you end up filing it in jazz because of the spirit of it more than the sound. Whereas like Placebo, I have in rock, you know. But they're about equally heavy probably. This may be even a little more rockin', and that one's, but that one's a little more prog rock, you know. Let's show off the Greek ones too. What the hell? It's funny that I haven't played these yet, so I kind of feel like it showed. Yeah, this is a new reissue, and this is why I'm showing this, even though I can't really review it yet, is because this is like, I've known about this record for like a long time as like one of the really rare Australian ones. So it's actually Jesus metal. They're called Redeemer, and the album is The Light Is Struck and the Darkness Splits. And I'm pretty sure it was a private press, but it came with a gatefold cover anyway, which is unusual for, you know, homemade stuff, right? Oh, maybe I'll throw this on for a minute. What the hell? Yeah, there's only one more song on here. So yeah, I was stoked to be able to see this because, you know, I don't know if I'm going to like it enough to pay fucking $500 or whatever it goes for these days. Or at least when I see people asking for it. But it might be the greatest thing ever, and I'm like, oh, shit. But you know something? I don't know if I've ever seen one offered for sale anyway, so. They did a really nice job with this reissue, though. It's on Cult Metal Classics. They redid the gatefold, like, they did a really nice job with the art. And I'm pretty sure the original was on white vinyl, too, like this one. So, they kept that. All right, let's fire this up and see if it's good. If it sucks, I'm going to be embarrassed. No, I'm not. I like a lot of shit that sucks. All right. So, yeah, the other thing I went for in that pack was actually this. A lot of people were talking about this a year or two ago, and they were repressing it. So I was like, what the hell, man? I'll fucking go for it. Because first of all, they're called Eternal Champion. Second of all, it has that cover. Third of all, it has titles like I Am the Hammer and The Cold Sword and The Armor of Ire. I mean, I've already gotten my money's worth out of this album and I haven't even played it yet. So, yeah, I'm pretty glad to snag this fucker. Check that shit out. Yeah. Oh, and here's a little preview, too. See, because I made a mistake last time when I was talking about the Iron Maiden shit, and I said I'd gotten the worst one, and it was the X Factor. It was actually this one. This is the worst Iron Maiden record, supposedly. And I'm going to check this out, and I'll come back and talk about it later, but I'm curious if it's as much of a piece of shit as people think. And here's the thing, is I had to special order this. So I figured it'd be like an extra act of self-loathing if I like went to the effort to special order this thing, knowing that at least the people hated it. But I'll tell you what does kind of chap my nuts is this fucking Legacy of the Beast mobile RPG game. Fuck that shit. What the fuck is up with that? It kind of pisses me off, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it, whatever. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, the main thing to show off today was the sausages. I'm taking a look, but I think there's all the shit that I left out before I drove up, so. And actually, it's all jazz shit, and I don't really feel like talking about jazz, so. That's it. How long did we end up going for? Was it 20 minutes?
18.
Yeah, it's kind of a short one, huh? All right, well, cool. Yeah, everyone check out that Soul Grinder video. Fucking buy t-shirts like I did. Cheers. I guess we didn't get to check out Redeemer because we haven't gotten past this fucking intro yet. Tell me a story. What's something I missed while I was away?
I was never outside of my room doing work.
Really?
I mean, maybe a total of 20 hours over the time you were gone.
Yeah, Spencer works his ass off at school. Like, I would have been too lazy to, but... All right, this is off to a good start.
Last week was about a 60-hour week.
That's amazing that you have the focus for that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one more thing to show real quick. Hang on a second. Actually really important to me too, so I got some of my my dad's science fiction books that he bought like in the 50s and 60s and shit, and like his Doc Smith ones were kind of extra important to him, so we're gonna show just a few of these covers because they're so awesome. Look at that. If I screw up the framing, let me know. Yeah, look at that. Skylark Duquesne. Look at this, Masters of the Vortex. This shit is so awesome. The Skylark of Space. Oh, look, even the back looks awesome. Yeah, I haven't actually read any Doc Smith in a long time. But my dad loved this shit, especially like the Lensman books, right? So, Yeah, I'd have to give it another chance. I remember the shit as being super corny, but you know something? That kind of makes it special. I'm just gonna look for like 1 or 2 more really good ones. Fucking look at that one. It's so awesome. Like, I feel like these metal record covers, it's kind of hard to argue with this shit, you know? Look at that. Awesome. Actually, I thought it was done, but look at that fucking spacesuit, how fucked up it looks. Like, he looks like an R2-D2 suit. Maybe that's like Kenny Baker or something in that. Like, that's a prototype. I wonder, is that like a disembodied brain behind him? I don't even care because it's awesome. All right, that's what we've got for today. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.